What's up, world? It's your boy AG from the Adam Project. I'm here at Mount Airy Forest, one of my favorite local Cincinnati trails. We're going to do the loop. I'm going to test out my new Granite Gear Crown 2 backpack, and we'll see how it feels. I'm also going to do a breakdown of all the gear that's inside when we get about halfway through the trail. So I just wanted to show you a few features of the new pack. I've got my tent locked up in front. I've got it covered with my ground pad, or whatever you want to call it, for under the tent, just for waterproof reasons. I got my Sora Squeeze Mini, which I've heard a lot of bad things about, but it says the more you use it, the better the flow rate will be, and we'll just test it out, you know, when I get on the AT. I've got my tent poles locked in the side because they won't fit in the pack. I've got my umbrella, I've got my Trail Buddy trekking poles, and actually this pack has an internal frame. Thank goodness. Another feature I like about this pack is it's got large pockets that I can stick my cell phone and other electronics in. Alright everybody, welcome to Mount Airy Forest. I chose this trail because it's nice and long. It's got a lot of elevation differences. I think that it will be good for training for the AT. I'm also rocking a blister on my big toe, that big toe, my pinky toe, and the other pinky toe. So we're keeping it real. This is realistic AT trail life, almost. That's my buddy Chadwick, aka Chad, the army gangster, the hiking guru, the survivalist. We're just hiking this trail together. I'm giving you a little look of, you know, the scenery. You got a nice little creek running by this trail. It's a nice loop. It's about 12 miles. We won't hit the whole thing, but we're gonna do our best. It's very, very crowded today, being that it's like only the second nice day in Cincinnati so far. So I'll just take you for a little walk, get a little bit of footage, let you guys enjoy the nature review and nature feel, and I'm gonna keep it moving. This pack does feel really good, way better than that Chinese garbage that I was using before. I mean, that thing had no support. It had bogus straps that felt like they were gonna break at all times, and when I tried to stuff all my gear into it, the zipper almost popped open, almost exploded. So yep, I had to get a new pack. So I grabbed up the Crown 2 from Granite Gear, 60 plus 10, and so far I'm loving it. Hopefully you guys enjoy this little hike. It seems like some of the leaves are starting to come out, which is nice. You know, the woods just don't have the same magic when you are hiking it and there is no vegetation. So, you know, a lot of people talk crap about the AT, like, oh, it's the green tunnel, it's the green tunnel. It's like, I'm from Cincinnati. Everything is the green tunnel in Cincinnati. But I do feel like this is a good trail to hike because there's a lot of elevation change, along with, you know, the blisters on my feet from work. I feel like I'm actually doing the AT. So I didn't wear my good socks. I didn't wear my merino wool Darn Toughs, just because I don't think I'm gonna do the whole 12 miles, and I don't think it's gonna affect my blisters or anything. But yeah, it's in my pack though. I hooked my pack up to my fishing scale and it maxed out at 30, so I'm definitely above 30 pounds. To me, it feels like maybe it weighs about 40 to 45 pounds. I'd be shocked, or I wouldn't be shocked, if it was 50 pounds. But I'm not an ultralight hiker, and honestly, I don't really like the way some of the ultralight hikers act. They act like you need to be rocking 12-pound base weights at all times, and that's just, oh, that's too much. You can't do that on the AT. You need to have a little bit of comfort. A lot of the things that are causing me a lot of weight is my 7.4 pound tent, 4-season, double air, 2-person. So it does weigh a lot, but I want the extra room, and I would love to peel the top off and look at the stars sometimes. So yeah, it's definitely what I want. Now whether it's what I need, that's a whole different story. So we're going up a pretty big hill. I'm gonna get off here. I'll check back in a minute. We're also going to be having a gear check here about halfway through the trail, so stay tuned. Okay. So what's up, Chad?
What's up, guys?
This is my buddy. I've known him for about, what, 24 years, something
like that, close to that.
He's a little army enthusiast. Hold my trekking poles. Just getting a little bit of B-roll. Yeah. I want to welcome all my my tramily, or as I call my subscribers, my yamily. That's YouTube mixed with family, obviously. So enjoy the view. You know, the leaves are starting to come out a little bit, and this place is pretty freaking packed. So, you know, I'm trying to work around not seeing all these people on video, but it is what it is. Here shortly we'll be doing a assessment on all my gear. I'm gonna whip it out, show everybody what I'm working with, and Chad, give them the deuces. Peace. All right, we're back. We've hiked about, I'd say 2.5 miles, and just showing you the sights. I'll shut up because I'm going to edit in some music right here. And that's one thing Mount Airy is good for. They have a lot of nice bridges. Too bad the creeks are always empty, but bridges nonetheless. Let's see what's going on with Chadwick. He's slacking a little bit.
I'm good.
You're good? How you feeling?
Very good.
Very good. Awesome.
Keep on going.
Let's rock it.
I'm tired.
So far, the only problems I'm feeling with the pack is my shoulders are sweating. I can deal with that. That's nothing. Just saying, when you're pushing out here on a trail with all this elevation, your shoulders are going to sweat. And I'm a sweaty dude anyways. I sweat all the time. If it's 60 degrees out and I'm walking, I'm sweating. No, I'm just playing, but it's kind of weird.
Very nice. Very good day for a hike.
Very nice day for a hike. What do you think it is? It's like 58, 60?
Somewhere around there.
So it's about 58, 60 degrees today in Cincinnati. But I did want to say, so you guys are probably curious what made me want to do 2,192 miles on the Appalachian Trail. Well, sorry to tell you, I'm not revealing that until I actually get there, so stay tuned. Yeah, I gotta leave you with a little bit of cliffhanger. I'm pretty familiar with this trail. If we keep going up about another half mile, there's a nice little view of the highway, typical of most Cincinnati trails. You know, it's rare unless you go to a few, maybe 2 or 3 parks. There's views of the city or the river, or that's about it. Besides that, oh, I like that. It's nice to see some greenery with all this deadness. We'll keep it moving. That's a big old tree, boy. Whoop. Yeah, it'd be cool if it had freaking leaves on it, though. So, I don't know if this is videoing me very well, but yeah, I shaved the beard. Does it look better? Let me know in the comments. Other things that I want you guys to leave in the comments is like things to spark my mind, things to talk about, you know, whether it be something mentally, and not just the mental part of the hike, because everybody deals with that. Oh, I'm gonna quit. It's so hard. I miss my wife. You know the typical vlogger videos. See, I'm not trying to be like that. Like, I want to share my life-changing experience, and I want to share how I interact with my fans. I want my fans to be able to like vote on things, you know, tell me to go do this that day, like make a goal for me, whether it be, you know, try to start a fire without a lighter or anything. Anything that will help me grow is what I'm trying to get the subscribers and the fans to actually ask me in the comment section. And then as far as the mental part, it's like, what brought you to the trail? You know, we're all a little bit crazy, us hikers. You know, like me personally, I quit my job because I was unhappy. And I was like, what's the point of doing this if I'm unhappy? I need to find happiness. So, you know, I feel like most people in America are unhappy. They're unhappy with their job, which trickulates down to their life in every aspect. You know, they are depressed all the time. They're always whining and crying. It's always something. So, you know, I'm in the search for happiness, and if I can find it, and if I can do this, you can do this. I want to inspire people. I want to, like I just said, if I can do it, you could do it. You know, I left a promising job. I wouldn't say an extremely promising job, but I was making good money. And, you know, I cashed out my 401k. You know, that's when I first started planning the trip. But of course, bills came in. Paid off all my bills except for my car note. Selling my car. Selling a bunch of other stuff. I'm almost there with the loot. But, yeah, I'm going to be on a strict budget on the AT for sure. I might be under $2,000. So, I got to do what I got to do. Yeah. As far as, you know, work for stays, at hostels, things like that. Let me check my phone real quick. Hold on, I'm going to spin y'all back around for a year. Okay, yeah, I'm still recording. All right, Chad, step in front of me and make sure this is getting my face.
Good.
Okay. All right, so.
Hope you edit that out.
Yeah, I'll edit that shit out. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. And even if I have to take zeros to go work for somebody off Craigslist or whatever, I'll do it. Also, you know, I kind of hope that I get enough viewers, enough people that care about this trip and, you know, me trying to help people and me trying to better myself, learn about myself and you know, get rid of some demons and, you know, just straighten things out in my brain. Like, I honestly don't think I'm going to come back from the AT. I think after it's over with, I'll probably end up moving somewhere in the mountains by the AT and then just working a petty job and helping out hikers the following year, or helping myself by walking the Appalachian Trail whenever I want to. So, you know, it's like a win-win. I've never met any type of people like the hiker community. The hiker community is just amazing. You know, since 2 months ago when I started joining all the Appalachian Trail groups, you know, I've had 5 people offer for me to stay with them, cook, do my laundry, you know, charge up my electronics. I've had multiple people say they'd shuttle me for free. I've had people call me and do shakedowns and just speak to me about the trail for, you know, sometimes as long as 4 hours. I don't even talk to my friends in Cincinnati for 4 hours. I mean, these guys are amazing. They're, you know, I'm part hippie, part gangster, part good guy, part, you know, Mr. Helps everybody. But at the same time, but it seems like everybody in the hiker community is like-minded, like me. They, you know, they're open-minded, they're like-minded, you know, they're caring, they're helpful, and no matter what walk of life you come from, whether you're a doctor or you're a laborer like me, they everybody's equal on the trail. Nobody tries to pull cards on you. You know, everybody just wants to see everybody succeed. And that's what I've noticed from definitely joining all these groups and some of the comments on my YouTube, and even just to see the growth of my videos, you know, from going from like 100 views to 400 views in one day, just from a couple posts. I mean, that's love, man. And I want to thank y'all for that, for real. Definitely want to thank all of you hiker trash out there. I love y'all, for real. So far, so good. Pack's feeling good. Beard's looking smooth. And my dude, Chadwick, doing a good job hiking with my trekking poles. I mean, holding them. But, yeah, we're going to keep it moving. We are almost to the lookout in Mount Airy Forest. So pretty soon we'll get to see a beautiful and spectacular view of the highway. Can't wait. Until then, I will talk to you guys in a bit. So this is the famous view from Mount Airy. Beautiful view of the highway. Now this is God's country, baby. This is what you hike 4 miles to see. The highway. And this is pretty typical of Ohio. Well, I'd say southern Ohio.
74 West.
Yeah. This is a shot of 74 West. Traffic looks good. Skies are clear with a lot of sun. Traffic is light, slower than usual. Psych, nah, I'm just messing. So, yeah. I've never felt so at peace than staring at this highway. It's blowing me away. It kind of makes me want to tear up.
Challenge. I fucking did a dog, but when they pulled me up, the motherfucking dog. That's breaking my ankle.
So as far as just walking the trail, I'm also trying to step my camera game up. I went to college for audio video production, so I hope I can actually produce some decent videos. I just don't want to go all out when I'm on the AT. I want to hike the AT, so I'm not going to be getting like B-roll, much B-roll. Nah, there'll be plenty of B-roll. But anyways, I don't want to get like the shots of me walking 300 feet by the camera and then turn around, grabbing the camera, turning the camera around and then doing another 300 feet just to get a shot of me walking by. So yeah, I'll do that with this trail, but I'm not going to be doing it on the AT. But I will be adding music, you know. I'll be adding like personal thoughts over some of the sections where I'm not talking or whatever, you know, about you know, the deeper things in life. You know, I've lived a very, very crazy life, and I have experienced a whole lot. I've accomplished a lot. I've been through a lot. You know, I've dealt with hell, and I came out the other side. But I'm still searching for happiness and growth, and I think that's something that you should never stop searching for. I think if everybody tries to learn something new, tries to grow as a person all the time, then by the time you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, you'll be wise and you'll be happy. You know, life is short. It's all about being happy. At least for me. All I care about is happiness, love, and adventure. You know, the material things don't mean so much to me. So, friendships, very important. Love, very important. Helping people is very high on my priority list. So, sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes that is a bad thing. It does open you up to get hurt sometimes. So, I've got a lot to talk about personally. Once we get to the AT, you know, I'll be discussing a lot of these issues with everybody. Take this. I'll be discussing a lot of these issues with everybody. You know, some of my personal demons, things that brought me to the trail. You know, kind of some of my life experiences. You know, what I've been through. And what made me the man I am today. So, as you can see, the trail is not flat and it's pretty rocky. So, in my mind, this was the best trail for me to hit with this pack. I swear this pack must be almost 50 pounds. But so far I'm not having any issues with it. We've done, what do you think, Chad? About 4 miles? 5 miles? 4 miles maybe?
Yeah.
So we both think it's been about 4 miles.
Been out here about 3 hours so far.
You know, I'm not gonna break out the gut hooks and buy a map for a forest that's a couple feet from my house. I literally, this is my backyard, so
Acres of land.
I spend a lot of time here. It's the best thing you can do for free, basically. So we're walking up on a little shelter here at Memory Forest. It's so cute. Aww, isn't it cute? A lot of people just come here to smoke some pot. Actually, it sounds like a good idea. So I'm gonna step out. We'll check out the view, and then I'll cut it off for a little bit.
I've never been here before.
It's nice, man. I just wish there wasn't a highway right there. The noise, and it's just ugly, man. When you're in nature, you don't want to see that.
Montana right there.
Right. Let's check out Montana, y'all. That's Montana Avenue, baby. If you go up this hill, see them buildings up there? Let's see if we can zoom in. Do we see any buildings? Yeah, see, hold on. See those buildings? Those are the projects, baby. Yeah. We all love to live right next to the projects. Anyways, this is the view from the furthest point shelter in Mount Airy Forest. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Alright, we're just gonna get some scenery here. We're getting, as soon as we find an open spot, we're going to pull everything in my pack out, show you guys what's going on. I guess we're about 4.5 miles in, maybe 5. Chad, hold this pole. Yeah, it's very hard to get a steady shot when you've got trekking poles in your hand. But it is what it is. I guess we'll turn around and get a little face shot of me. Oh no, I can't do that because my phone stops recording when you switch the cameras around. Hold up. Could that be the whites right there? No, that's not the whites. I'm tripping. Just a little jokey joke. Alright, so we're going downhill. I think this is one of the prettier spots in Mount Airy Forest when the leaves are all out and whatnot, because you got a nice creek running down here. And these trees actually are pretty nice looking. When there's leaves on them and there's flowers growing on the side of the trail. Alright, see the cute little bridge? Let's go ahead and cue some music. Chad, that's not the kind of music I'm at. It's gonna be some old delightful fairy tale stuff. Ugh. No, that's Stairway to Heaven. Oh look, another cute little bridge. This one's kind of ugly, I ain't gonna lie. You know where has the best bridges? Hocking Hills, Ohio.
Really?
Yeah, that place has some nice bridges, man. All stone arch bridges. That place is immaculate. You will not find a stick on the ground at Hocking Hills, dude. They keep it so well kept, but it's so touristy. It's like a big ass tourist trap. Yeah, like when you're hiking on the trails to see all the sights, I mean, you're literally with like a group of 80 people. And not to mention the rangers are dicks down there. Me and Liz cut off into a little cave to partake. And when we got out, there's a ranger standing right there. First thing he did was grab the knife off my waist, slung it into the ground, and then screamed at us for like 15 minutes about going in an 8-foot deep cave. And said that he was gonna find, he could find me, he could take me to jail, all this other stuff. Like, dude, come on, you're a park ranger. Like,
oh, he takes my knife and slings it on the ground. I'm gonna have some words with him.
Nah, you weren't having no words with this guy. He wasn't playing, man.
I would have told him, bro, you just threw a $150 pocket knife on the fucking ground.
Right. It was not a cheap knife, but he was, I don't know, he was just a super trooper, man. It's like, he's like, well, people have died here and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, dude, we walked in an 8-foot deep cave and sat down, and, you know, it was nothing to get to the cave. You just walk straight into it right off the trail. No climb, no nothing. So he was over exaggerating about the whole deal. And yeah, he pissed me off pretty good. As you guys can see, Mountain Forest trails are horribly marked. I don't even know if they use blazes. I just know it because I've been here so much. But I mean, there's signs at every junction to tell you which trail you're on. But sometimes the E trail turns into F trail, and then you gotta turn back, and you gotta do this and that, make a zig and a zag. And if you didn't know it like I know it, you get lost. I've been lost in here before.
1,462 acres.
How much? 1,462 acres of forest.
Yep.
Which is probably the biggest forest in Cincinnati. Especially in Cincinnati, like, you know, not township, but, you know, the city of Cincinnati. Cincinnati's broken up into the city of Cincinnati and then about 40 freaking townships and whatever. I don't understand what the point of the townships is. Basically, if you live in a township, you're middle class or upper class. Even though they did turn out downtown and made an entertainment district between the stadiums and opened up a bunch of nice restaurants and bars and put a Ferris wheel in and built a new park. You know, but those condos are in the millions. So, yeah, hiker trash like us will not be seeing anything like that. Well, at least me or my friends, anyone I know. So, hope you guys are enjoying the views. I know things are a little dead.
On your fucking shit, like, who are you calling hiker trash? I can afford that.
Well, you'll run into doctors and all kinds of stuff on the trail, man.
Appalachian Trail, I do heart surgery.
Right. There is people like that. See, here comes one of those famous markers right here. What is this? Okay, so we're on the E trail. It's pointing us. If we go left, we go to the B trail. The Trail Ridge Road B. So, we're not going that way. We're going to keep on keeping it moving. We are not trying to make it to the road. We are trying to hike our butts off till the sun goes down. Okay, here's another example. Right here. Here's the D Trail. Quarry Trail to Area 23. Okay. Yeah, people get lost all the time. Cue music.
Any food in that bag?
Nope. So we came across these lean-tos. You know, if you got a big tarp, you might be able to cover the top of it and stay in it. Sides would still be open to the wind. But people do weird stuff like this in Mountain Forest. You see this stuff all over. So here I come, checking back in with my gear that I'm bringing to the Appalachian Trail. All right, everybody, it's the time you've all been waiting for. I'm gonna bust open this bad boy and show you what's inside. First off, I've got a nice big stretchy pocket on the front of the pack where I'm actually keeping my tent. Right now my tent is out of the stuff stack. I've got it wrapped in the footprint, even though I haven't cut the footprint yet. You know, I kind of estimate it and wrap that up. Hopefully I would keep the rain off it, but it is a 4-season, 2-layer, 2-person waterproof tent, so I shouldn't have that many issues with it. On this side, I've got my smart water bottle with my Sawyer Mini, which a lot of people say don't use the Sawyer Mini, it doesn't flow well, but supposedly the more you use it, the better it flows. So now I've got my tent poles stuffed in one of these nice stretchy side compartments. On this side, I'm just toting an umbrella. So I'm going to be doing so much videotaping. I'm bringing it just to keep the rain off me if I have to tape during the rain. I said videotaping like it's 1980. I'm going to be recording a lot. In the rain, in the snow, in the sleet. So I'm going to use the umbrella until it explodes. Alright, so let's start digging things out of here so I could get everybody's opinion on if I'm carrying the wrong stuff, if I need to switch it up, or what I gotta do. But keep in mind that my budget is so low. I mean, I'm going to St. Vincent de Paul for things. You know, I'm getting things off Amazon. I'm getting things given to me by other hikers. I mean, I'm stretching it. I'm pushing it bad. Alright, so here's my tent. I'm not really going to whip the tent out of the plastic. It's very hard to get back in, but I will lay it right there. It is a black and red, and I already explained the features of the tent. Anyways, so then it's got this little cap on the top with a pocket on it. Take the straps off. I guess I'd go ahead and lay the stuff from the sides out too. Umbrella. Ella, 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 hey, hey, hey. I've got my water bottle. I've got my tent poles. This has a nice roll up top. Open it up. Here's my bear bag. Obviously there's no food in it right now, but I'll show you what is in it. I'm not on speed. I'm just trying to do this fast so you guys don't get bored. Alright, first off, I've got all my electronics, my speed charger, my toenail clippers, my power bank. That didn't make it stop recording, did it? Okay. I've got my gas. Oh, fumble. Yeah. In Cincinnati, we're used to seeing fumbles. I got my gas. I got the medium-sized one. Supposedly it lasts 2 or 3 weeks. Gotta have hot food on the trail. Just a comfort thing. You notice that's the theme of my pack, is comfort. You know, I got the air mattress, I've got the silk sleeping liner, the 4-season tent, 2-person. It's all about comfort for me. You know, I can handle that weight. And if the weight becomes a problem, I'll just toss it out in the hiker box. I've got my pot. Probably the pot that everybody has in the whole entire world. 19 bucks on Amazon. I'll show you my burner.
Bring it, pull it out. Let me see that shit.
Well, here's the whole pot. It's an aluminum pot with unfoldable, whatever handles. This can be a little cup. Here's your pot. I think it does 3 or 4 cups of water. Yeah, 4 cups of water or something like that. You know, it closes nicely. I've tried it. It works well. Here's my burner. And I will have to scoot up for this one. This was like 17 bucks on Amazon. It had a lot of good reviews, and I know a lot of hikers on the 2020 trail are going to be using the same exact one. So that's what it looks like when it's all folded out. From what I hear, these things usually last forever, no matter what brand almost. You know, I don't always have a lot of luck when I order things from China, but I bought this from the store. It should be legit. You know, it's not from the Silk Road or anything. So that's my burner. I've got my headlamp, which is a rechargeable headlamp. I tested it, I got about 4 hours out of it, which really sucks. So I might have to switch back to a battery, but luckily I've got battery ones at my house. This is a backup Sawyer Mini. This is the one that hooks up to your bladder and you squeeze out in your bottles. I don't know, I just figured, what if one freezes and breaks? But I'll probably leave this at home, and if I have a problem with my other one, my Squeeze Mini, I will have it sent to me. At least I won't have to spend any more money. I've got my all-natural soap for when I go do my thing in any kind of waterfall, stream, or whatever's away from a water source. I know it's not cool to take a bath, you know, in a water source or anywhere upstream from a water source. Here's the famous titanium spoon with a smooth, I don't know what you want to call that, bowl, scoop, heroin addict tool. Yeah, but everybody's got this. I've got it too. So, paracord. Chad, what gauge do you think this is? Here, I'll throw it to you. Perfect catch. Perfect throw.
It's 550.
That's 550. So this is the good stuff.
That's the good stuff.
Okay, so this is to hang my bear bag as far and help with any kind of problems I have setting up the tent or, you know, in any kind of emergency situation. I've got a whatever you want to call it, a foldable cup. I don't know. I might leave this at home. This thing feels weird to me. And also, I'm not a big coffee drinker or anything yet. And even if I did have coffee in it, it would just melt it or something. I feel so. Trash. Let's see. Oh, we're getting to the nitty gritty here. And my Squeeze water filtration system that came with the Sawyer. Yeah, I'll just fill this up, screw the tip on it, and that's what I use to fill my two smart water bottles. So that's that. I will set all this down and let's go a little deeper. Obviously, I did not bring my rain gear. I didn't bring some of my winter stuff because I'm going to be wearing that and then sending it out. So why stick it in my pack just to show for a pack review? Alright, so first things first is my puppy. Red and black. That's the theme of all of my gear. Red and black. I never wear red, but I feel like I need like an image for YouTube. So everything is red and black. If you see someone wearing red and black on trail, that would be me. So it is synthetic. It's not down. It rolls up pretty big, and that sucks, but it was only 80 bucks rather than $200, $300 for a down. I have got my sleeping pad. My sleeping pad is extra thick. When it blows up to be about something like that, it's one of those foot pumpers. You know, it's got the pump inside. You pump it up with your foot. I mean, it's very comfortable, but it is bulky, it is heavy, and but I'll be sleeping like a baby on it. Next up would be my clothes. My clothes are stuffed into a stuffed sack / bear bag, whatever you want to call this. And I'm not going to pull everything out, but I've got a little mini towel. I've got a knee brace. I've got all my merino wool socks. I've got all my summer clothes in it. And yeah, so that's it for that. Make sure you let the air out of these things before you roll them up. Just a little tip to you for your new hikers. It's not fun trying to stuff your sack with balloons. Come on, little guy. Alright. Next up will be something that I did upgrade. I got a Silk Plus cotton liner. Long. Fits in this little tiny pack or stuff sack. This is replacing something. This is something that's replacing my. This is something that is replacing my. This is something that's replacing my fleece liner. So with this little teeny thing, I'm saving probably that much room in my pack. So worth the money for sure. Next up, let's see, tent stakes. I did not upgrade tent stakes. A lot of people rock those red ones, which I heard are trash too. But these are just regular hook aluminum. All right, and here's my pillow. So I was kind of torn on using clothes for a pillow or whatever, anything that I got on me for a pillow. I ran into this little bad boy and it was on sale, very cheap. This pillow blows up to be about that big, that thick. So it's very comfortable. Keeps your head elevated for sure. And it fits in this little sack that's probably 3 inches by 2.5 inches. So that was worth it. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, broken piece of paracord. Awesome.
Let's see that.
Where'd I throw it? Point the camera for it, dog.
Yeah, that's 7-strand 550 paracord. That's good stuff.
Cool. All right, and let's see. I'm not gonna pull it out because it is super bulky and pisses me off, but I can't afford a down sleeping bag. So this is the majority of my pack. Is my 20-degree synthetic sleeping bag, which is very comfortable. Has a little parka hoodie on it or whatever. But dude, I mean, come on, it takes up this much of my pack. So yeah, of course down would have fit better, but I'll give you guys a little look inside. Hold on. It's just a regular gray sleeping bag with a nice liner, which will be covered up by the silk liner, so doesn't even matter. But all right, so this is the Granite Gear Crown 2 60 plus 10 liter. I guess this part is the plus 10. I don't know, but it has an internal frame. It's pretty nice, it's sturdy, big pockets, good for all your electronics, cell phone stuff you want to keep close. I do want to add some straps on. I do want to add some water bottle holders, on the straps, so I can have both my water bottles right there at hand. You know, I don't have to stop, set my pack down, all that, whatever. So, I could have got the red and black one, you know, but it was $200 versus the gray and dark blue was 120. So gray and blue it is. So now that you guys have seen the contents of my pack, leave me comments, get a hold of me, subscribe to the Adam Project channel, hit the notification bell, and leave some comments. Let me know what I need to change, what else I need to bring. You know, I left out a lot of things like body glide, tick spray, just the little things. So yeah, those will also have to get stuffed in there. So I still will have to rearrange things a little bit and figure it all out. But yeah, I'm pretty heavy right now. Can't wait to get to the first outdoor shop and do a shakedown and actually find out what the weight of my pack is, because last time I checked, when I had the red pack, it was around 30 pounds, and I left a lot out. Now that I have everything, it feels like about 45 pounds or so, 50 pounds. If I get lighter, good. If not, I'll be super comfy. So alright, we're done with this. We'll head back to the trail. I'll see you guys in a minute. It's the Great American Mount Airy Wolf. Look how beautiful. I guess his owners are coming up over the trail or something. I don't know. This thing just walked down to us, looked at us, chilled for a minute. Now he's walking back up the trail. There's two of them. It's a pack of wild husky wolves or something. Nah, I'm just playing. I hear people crunching. It's gotta be their owners, but what? That's one beautiful dog. There's another lookout, and these are the dreaded steps that everybody hates at Mount Airy. I'll let you see. I'm not gonna walk all the way down them because, yeah, they're killer for real, for real. But I'll get to the point to where you can see where it starts getting steeper. Anyways, alright, I'm gonna lift the camera up a little bit. That is all the steps. It goes down about 800 feet, and they suck to come up. So I'm gonna stay right here, head back to the trailhead. I'm meeting my boy Eric, another hiker from Cincinnati. He's coming up here to help me out with my pack and do a little bit of a shakedown. Just giving y'all the view. Alright, I'll see y'all in a minute. Peace. Alright guys, I want to thank you for watching. We did about 7 miles. We learned a lot about the pack. You know, it was a hard hike. Probably nothing to the AT, but you know, leave comments. Let me know what you guys think about what's in my pack. I want you guys to be very interactive, asking me questions and giving me suggestions. I want you to feel like you're a part of it. So stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching. Hit subscribe, the notification bell, and stay tuned, stay positive, and I'll see you. Peace.